Alright, what's up guys, it's Mitch or Deity, and this is my billionth time trying to make this video. So, I came up with 3 sets for the new Greatsword, and the new Greatsword is absolutely amazing. It's just awesome looking whenever you charge it. You can see right there, you got magma spraying all over the ground. It's just super cool. It's definitely the coolest Greatsword in the game, in my opinion. At least for the moment, but like I said, I came up with 3 sets that I'm going to show. This first set is going to be a set if you don't have the Sharp Jewel. The Sharp Jewel is a jewel that allows you to not lose sharpness after sharpening for a minute, and that is super, super nice with any kind of melee weapon. But just in case you guys don't have that, that's what I built this with. But you could also use the last set. The last set might be a little bit better overall. It just has a little bit less affinity, 5% less, I believe. So you could just switch out on the last set, you switch out the attack jewel for the handicraft jewel, and it'll work just the same. So if you want to stick around and see that last set. But alright, so I'll explain this real quick. The first set is the set that I made that'll be easier to make. But one thing with that, noting real quick before I get into this too far and you get mad at me, I do have 3 attack jewels and 4 expert jewels on here. You can switch those out for plenty of other jewels and the set will still be very, very powerful. So don't feel like you need those. If you have more expert jewels are common. You can get more expert jewels a lot easier. So if you say have 7 expert jewels but only have 1 attack jewel, just use more expert jewels instead of attack jewels. You'll be fine. You'll get the critical hits more often. So the set could be overall better with that, but your damage output isn't quite as high on individual hits. But the second set I have, as you can see, the Wyvern Ignition, which is this Greatsword, it has 510 hidden fire element, which is huge. That's a lot, but it's on a Greatsword. So it's not a weapon that hits a lot, so it's not ideal. But I did make a set focusing on that, and I will show the overall damage output I was able to come up with that. I'll tell you right now, it's not worth making. It might be stronger against a monster that is really weak to fire, but your other sets, for all other monsters, it's elementless. You can just use it against everything. They're going to be a lot better just because of the overall use of them. So I'm going to go ahead and get in and show you the damage on this one. This one maxes out around 786, I believe. Hopefully I'm able to get a quick, good hit with this. I'll do two combos, and then hopefully one of them is the combo we need. So you can see right there, 422. And then the final hit, we're coming in with 797. Okay, so it's a little bit higher than I thought, but 797 is a good amount of damage. You have a pretty good amount of white sharpness. As you can see, I sharpened before, and with that full combo, really didn't move the bar at all. It will last through quite a few of your combos. But I'll go ahead and show the decorations on this first set now. So like I said, I have 4 expert jewels and 3 attack jewels. If you don't have as many attack jewels, switch them out for expert jewels. If you don't have that many expert jewels, do a combination of your attack and expert jewels, but then just throw in vitality jewels, defense jewels. You're going to be getting hit probably quite often with Greatsword, at least, unless you're really good at guarding with it. So you can just throw those in. Anything's good with it. The set's still going to do massive, massive damage, so don't feel like you can't make this set just because you don't have this ridiculous amount of jewels. And that's the thing. If you're looking for a set that's good without jewels, they're not any. The game revolves around getting jewels. So if you don't have them, you need to just take the time and grind for them if you can, because that's how you're going to make the strongest sets. You're not going to get a set as strong as these sets with a lot of jewels without them. So with this is probably going to be the best you can do, and just as you get better jewels, relocate the ones you have. So if you have Vitality Mantle in place of this, switch it out for Expert once you get another Expert. So, because I do see that comment a lot on other videos as to why doesn't anyone make builds without jewels, because jewels are a big part of the game. But I will get into the next set now. So like I said, the next set is going to have the Rathalos bonus. But as I said with the first set, the last 2 sets here, they have protective polish. So as you can see, has a little sliver of white sharpness. That's it. But with protective polish, it's amazing because you don't need to worry about that. And one thing that if you guys don't know, there's an item in the game. There's actually 2. There's wetfish fins. So with a wetfish fin, it works as a whetstone, but as you can see, it only took half the time to sharpen. But there's also wetfish fin pluses, and those only take 1 swipe, so it's maximum speed sharpening, and you get those by fishing. If you haven't heard of this or need to see a video on that, on where to get them. I can make that if you want. Just comment that if you need to see it, or you can just search it on YouTube. You'll find it pretty easily. But that's just a tip for you guys. Even whenever you're not using protective polish, it's still a much faster way to sharpen. But I'm going to go ahead. This set does have overall minus 15% affinity, so it's not as consistent at getting critical hits. But the set here, we have the Diablo's Nero Helm B to give focus 1, and it has a 3 slot. So in that 3 slot, I have a free element ammo up, which is going to unlock the rest of the element after the Kieran Leg Guards. So the Kieran Leg Guards give free element 2, and then that's going to give you the 1. So if you don't have this as well, you can't really make the set. But like I said, the set doesn't have very many uses. If there's a monster really weak to fire, it might be able to absolutely destroy that monster. I'm going to go test it out pretty soon here once I get done making this video. But from what I can tell, the other set is going to be better. And the last set I show is going to be the one I was able to output the most damage with. So we got Kaiser Van Brace's B. Here are the overall abilities. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to showing this screen here because everybody tells me to show it. So sorry that I don't show it faster. But then we have Kieran Leg and then Focus Charm 2. So the Focus Charm 2 mixed with the Diablo's Nero Helm is giving us maximum focus. Focus is one of the most important abilities you can get. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try to just show the damage without laying the affinity booster. So 180 on the first hit without any charge. Then we got 310, which wasn't a critical hit. And then the final hit is going to be laying down 716. So 716, I believe, was the critical. So you can see that's an 80-point damage difference. I will do it one more time real quick, and then I'm going to show the damage on the other one as fast as I can. Because the other one, so 400, so there's a critical on that. And then right here, 97 and 553. So as you can see, the 717 was the critical, or whatever that 700 number was. Wasn't very high. I will show the decorations real quick for this if you want to try to mess around with it. 3 attacks, switch those out for expert if you don't have attack. Blaze Jewels, 2 of those plus Ratho's Coil gives you 4. It's going to put you at 640 total. Sharp Jewel, got to have that. If you don't have that, you can switch. You can't really switch much with this set, so you basically need Free Element and Sharp to really make this set as potent as possible. But I'm going to get into the last set real quick and try to get out there and show a damage comparison real quick. I'll show the set after I show the damage on it. So I'm just going to try to get this buff. Okay, good. And then hopefully not mess up this combo. I often do mess up this combo. So oh no, I did mess it up. So 76, and the affinity boost overall 752 though. So you can see 752 without the final bonus. So I don't know why I'm sharpening whetstone when I just talked about wetfish, but hopefully I still have the bonus here for a second. So 183, 353, and please get the critical 803. So as you can see, it's slightly higher. For some reason, I have gotten 826 on a hit with this. It's strange that it varies. I don't know if the more you charge it up before the final swing, if it does more damage. If that is the case, let me know down below. But this set does do overall more damage. Sorry for the steam pop-up there. I forgot to disable that before I started making this video. But so I'm going to go ahead and show the equipment for this now. So this you could also use if you don't have a Sharp Jewel. What you're going to do, though, is change out your attack charm for a Handicraft Jewel. Or a Handicraft Charm. So the overall abilities here are Attack Boost 7, Critical Eye 3, Weakness Exploit 3, Focus, Critical Boost 2, so that's the difference between this and the first set, is the extra level of Critical Boost, Protective Polish, and Non-Elemental Boost. So you do have that extra level of Critical Boost, which is giving you a huge damage bonus because of the Greatsword base damage is super high, so that's going to be your better bet, focusing on as much Critical Boost as you possibly can. But I'll go ahead and show the decorations, but as I'm showing the decorations, if you guys have any suggestions as to how to make these sets better, or if you have a set that you use that is really good, comment that down below. I'm more than willing to switch some stuff or try out maybe what you guys have. I'm always looking for new builds and stuff to try out in the game, so let me know what you guys are able to come up with. But here I do have 2 attack jewels, so it's a little bit less strenuous to make. Expert jewels, I have 3. And if you don't have as many attack jewels, just switch on attack jewel for expert. If you don't have as many expert, switch it out for defensive vitality. You're fine. The set's still really strong. Just taking out a tiny bit of damage isn't a big deal. And then the sharp jewel and elementless, very important. Then I use 2 critical jewels. But one thing that you can do is switch out handicraft charm or attack charm for handicraft charm, and then you can use this without the sharp jewel. And then in this spot here, if you want, you can throw in anything. You can throw in a 3rd level of critical boost if you want, and that may actually end up doing more damage. Or if you don't have 3 critical boost jewels, you can throw in an extra mighty jewel, give you 10% affinity. Maximum might is very good to use on greatswords, but there's a lot of ways you can alter these sets and make them even stronger, so be sure to experiment, see what you guys are able to come up with. As you can see, I have no food boost. I never do in my videos. I try to keep it just base damage, so this was a base damage without food boost. Once you have food boost, whew, it's going to be doing some crazy damage. But that's all I got for this video. Like I said, comment down what you guys were able to come up with or any changes you think I could make to these. If you guys are new, if you could drop a sub, that would be amazing. Also, with a greatsword, if you charge, that's one question I have. If you charge up more before your final smash, does it do more damage? I feel like it might, because I was seeing some discrepancies in my damage. So if that's the case, please let me know. I don't use greatsword often, but I do sometimes. I don't know. I don't use it enough to know a lot about it. In this game, at least. It was my main weapon in all the old Monster Hunters, but they have changed it quite a bit over the years. But that's all I got. It's been Mitchell Arditi. I'll see you guys later. Peace.